And we are here. Hello, everyone. Welcome back on into Dead Echoes. Let's start with a recap by Mothership. Go!
Our party met at the inn in Evenfall, just as the town was attacked by mad beasts lined with cracks of nothingness that seeped shadow. After aiding in their defeat, we were recruited to find the missing townfolk. In the mountain ravine near the town, the party fights a strange creature that is taking the flesh off of corpses and using it to heal itself. We trace a magical shadowy path to a cavern with a large disc in it with a black hole under it, where creatures are becoming these shadowy echoes. We return to Evenfall to report our findings to the guard captain. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Okay. And that was our first two sessions. Last time, the party discussed their options, clarifying the dangers of each option. Eventually, they decide to head to the wizard first in the hopes of gaining swift travel via teleportation. Draenel? How do you say it? Draenel? Okay.
Drano.
Retrieves an amulet from shopkeep Enna that will allow him to see through the illusion near a red stone that hides the path to the wizard's tower. The next morning, the party leaves the town. Soon after, they stumble on the missing inn cook, Myrna, sending her back to town safely. That night, after Atos scrounges some food for the party is attacked by starving wolves. Swiftly defeating them, the party collects their meat, leaving the excess to distract potential hungry pursuers. The next day, the party continues toward the wizard tower, reaching the red stone. Noting the location of the illusion, however, there are three individuals wreathed in dark energy that are already there, searching for something. Valor attempts to deceive them, only for them to turn on the party. After a short battle, the party comes out victorious, and Draenel leads them to the hidden path.
And yeah, that is pretty much where we pick up, as you guys have now walked through this illusory sort of section of the forest. You guys are standing here. What to the rest of you just looks like, sort of a sparsely forested area that carries on to Draenil. You see sort of like a faint illusory path, sort of just pointing you in the general direction of the tower, which, now that you're past the illusion, you guys can all see way up over, off in the distance. It's fairly tall and fairly far away. But that is where we start. What you guys gonna do?
I guess the only way to go is forward.
Yes.
Too bad we don't have horses.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, we can horse around later.
Oh, thanks.
It's all good. I think we'll be okay without the horses for Meow.
Yes. You guys can just carry on. As you guys continue forward, it looks like it's going to be a journey, like at least a day to the tower, but then, you should be pretty close there. By the time you get up tomorrow, you'll be basically there. You guys can continue onward. It's a fairly uneventful and uninteresting path of sparsely forested, invisible pathway. Very little happens. You're not even seeing like the occasional animal that you would feel, some of you more than others, would feel comfortable seeing just running about. It's kind of as if it's in some degree hidden from them too. As you guys carry on, after probably about another hour, so probably 2 hours at this point, you can see like you're sort of looking around you, and you see animals seem to like sort of walk around this like pathway, without like cutting across it or anything. But can I get a perception check from everyone?
Okay.
You betcha.
If a must.
Hey, I didn't even accidentally make it advantage this time. Look at me, I'm prepared.
Nice. The 17 and the 18. Ahead, you see a fairly large boulder and what appears to be movement behind it. It's sort of difficult to distinguish. It's like immediately next to the road, like almost touching the road. The boulder is, sorry.
Hey, did you see that over there? I'm just pointing at the boulder. So people are thinking I'm pointing at a rock, but
That is a
I
rock.
definitely think you're pointing at a rock. I'm like, now that's a nice looking boulder.
yeah. I wonder if we can make it into, like a chair. Throne.
Hmm.
Couch-sized boulder. Do you guys slow down, or you just sort of talk as you continue walking?
Slow down a little bit, kind of, because I know I saw something, but
Maybe
Yeah.
I should sneak ahead.
I was gonna say, if no one says anything about like, hey, I think I saw something, and they just point to a boulder, I have no reason to slow down. But if someone's like, hey, hold up,
Yeah.
we'll slow down.
Athos is like, maybe I should sneak ahead. Yeah, give me a stealth check. As you sort of sneak to peer around the boulder and see what this movement is.
25.
Oh, it's not even.
That's a good roll.
It's not even a problem. It's a very good roll. You just sort of for the visual here, are you like sort of sneakily climbing up over the boulder, or are you going around it to see what's on the other side?
I'll go sneakily over it.
Okay. As you sort of like step up and peer over the boulder, you see a an ogre sort of slumped on the ground by 4 corpses. All of them are wreathed in this like shadowy energy that you've seen before. But in the case of the ogre, it is chaotic, as if it's like sort of like trying to tear away from the ogre, like almost like the shadowy energy, as it were, like is trying to escape the ogre itself and tear free from it. And every once in a while, it'll sort of just like growl and twitch. But it does not notice you. You are quite stealthily atop a boulder. I
will sneak back and let the party know what's going on.
Just double check.
As I am a monk and not a rogue, I don't feel an overwhelming desire to sneak attack this guy.
Yeah, I will say, as you sort of like go to back up, one of these sort of like chaotic shadowy wisps that's like tearing free of it, like swings off in your direction. It doesn't seem intentional, but it is coming your way. Give me a dexterity save.
All right. Yeah, I'm liking my rolls today.
Yeah, you duck out of the way and slide to the opposite end of the boulder from where the ogre is, as this bit of shadowy energy like tears a chunk out of the boulder. I'll get you guys to this map. And the discussion of what to do can begin. So, slid over here, and now you're coming back to the
What?
party.
It's an animated ogre?
That is an animated ogre, yeah. Little animated token.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you return to the group and tell them what you saw.
Folks, there's an animated ogre on the other side of the boulder.
Dang, a dead ogre that someone
It's-
reanimated. That's crazy.
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. You might, in fact, be
I
right.
guess I'll unsheath my broom.
Imagine it. Click.
But there's a series of corpses around it as well,
Hmm.
with that black energy stuff.
Oh, good. I love that. I love that stuff.
Yeah. What do you guys want to do? You want to try and sneak around? You want to attack the ogre?
Hmm.
I mean, if it's not the same sort of nasty as some of the other things, I feel like it would not be a good thing to do to leave it.
Yeah.
Counterpoint, it's nasty. Maybe we should leave it.
No, it's like
Yeah, well, I don't want to give it the opportunity to sneak up behind us either.
yeah.
So I think we should go now and get it.
All right, so that's 2 for dealing with it, 1 for maybe we shouldn't, but okay, we're going to, and then 1 who hasn't said anything yet.
Well, see, my main problem is to deal with it, I have to touch it.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
But maybe that's not a problem after all. Let's I mean, you could try to talk to it, and then we'll get ready to punch it and whatnot. But honestly speaking, it's an ogre surrounded by black energy. I don't think we have to worry too much about conversation.
Yeah, I don't know how talkative he is. He is very animated, but doesn't always mean talkative.
This is accurate.
Yeah, let's get the jump on this sucker.
Okay.
Yeah, what are you doing? So you determined you're going to get the jump on it. Specifically, what are you guys doing?
I could
Hmm.
hit it with a mind sliver first, and if it works, it'll have a debuff on its next attempt to do a saving throw. If that factors into anything for anyone.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I could do that to open and a bit of a headache.
Sure.
Yeah, and then we'll compound the headache.
Yeah.
With fisticuffs.
I think we should have 2 on one side of the boulder and 2 on the other, is my thought.
Or I could jump on the boulder and just start blasting.
That too.
Sure.
I my only concern is that I can probably reach the top of the boulder.
Hmm.
So as long as you've got the wherewithal to not get hit
I'll
back.
back you up.
You know, I might go flying if I hop on that boulder. It like a kid on a pitching tee. Except for on the ball.
I'm gonna stay back here.
Yeah, we'll go 2 on each side of the boulder.
But that mind sliver is for whenever we decide we're ready to pop off.
Do you need
Yeah.
to be able to see them to do a mind sliver?
Technically, in his current position, he is seated on the other side of the boulder, so he's fully obscured and you guys can't see him. You just see the occasional, like, shadowy wisp, like, cuts upward and then slashes sort of into the boulder itself.
I just need to move down.
Which is probably the movement those of you who saw movement saw.
I should be able to just move this way then.
Mm-hmm. But as time passes...
Yeah, I should be able to see him
Yeah.
from here unless this is also like completely covering and it doesn't.
It wouldn't be complete, because it's sort of like, you know...
I imagine it tapers.
Yeah.
upward.
Tapers
upward,
downward. I
upward.
think as
Yeah.
you run over there and you turn and you're getting ready to do the mind sliver, just like coincidentally, he looks over in your direction and sees you moving and growls at you.
Bark.
You have now been seen.
Yeah.
You will get your mind sliver off, but then we roll initiative.
Yeah. That is a DC 13 intelligence saving throw, though. So
That's
May not
impressive.
that is impressive. Good for him.
And with that a -3, he made it. Don't forget to click on your tokens when you roll initiative.
I don't think I've got any bonus.
Click on token. Click initiative. There we go.
Heck yeah.
Initiative. Yeah.
On Valor, Athos, Triniel, and it. Alright, Athos, it is your turn.
All
sort of
right.
like-
So,
He started to move towards getting up, but he's not getting up yet.
Push him.
I'm going to shift using my bonus action,
Heck yeah.
which gives me D6 temp HP and +1 AC. So I get 2 temp HP, and my AC is increased by 1 as I am a beast hide. And I
Heck
am
yeah.
going to use elemental attunement, spending 1 of my discipline points, leaving me with just 1. And I will head on up. Is my movement 40? It is, okay.
Heck yeah.
So elemental attunement, one of the benefits it gives me is elemental strikes, which gives me reach.
Heck yeah.
10 feet greater than normal. So shall go to here and blap him with Fire Fist.
Yeah, it doesn't give you 5-foot reach, it gives you 10-foot reach. So
Yeah.
+10, that is to say. Yep. Yep.
However, as I am only level 3 and I've used my bonus action, I am only taking 1 unarmed strike this turn. But it's going to
Punch.
be, if an 18 hits,
Yep.
9 fire damage.
I'm doing math. Cool.
And that is my turn.
Fantastic. Ton, what would you like to do?
Has it moved yet?
I mean, it's started to stand up, but it's not up yet, so it's still sort of like mostly obscured by a boulder.
Well, I kind of want to try and do a sneak attack, but I don't know if I can get to it in time.
What's your
From
movement?
behind.
What is your movement?
A 40?
Yeah, you can absolutely get to the top of the boulder and smack it. And it is
Oh, from the
unaware of your
top?
presence currently. You can move up there and hit it. At advantage, yes.
Okie dokie.
I mean, it's not a sneak attack per se, but it is a surprising broom to his face. At advantage.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
I like it when I hit.
Okay.
Well, he knows I'm here now, too.
He sure does. Draeneel. Unless you wanted to try
Alrighty.
it. Sorry, unless you wanted to try and back off. But I think I
No.
yeah, I was gonna say I think that'd be dangerous. Go ahead, Draeneel.
55, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah. Do I have line of sight on this guy from here?
It'd probably be partial cover from that exact position.
All right. Well, I'm gonna take my chances then, and go with the a shaboom.
Oh yeah, that's action bonus action, correct?
Yes.
As you pull out your 2-hand crossbows, those will both hit. Oh, sorry,
Huzzah!
hold. The second one won't hit. The first one won't, because I
All
forgot
right.
about partial cover for a second.
So there's that.
You guys are noticing, especially Atos, Ton, and Draeniel, now that you're closer, you see that like every time you hit this creature, it's as if you're tearing into like already starting to rot flesh. It seems more effective than it should be.
Yummy.
It's also kind of gross, so it is what it is. And you want to stay there, Draeniel? Well, that was probably all your movement, right?
Yeah, that's my movement.
All right, so we're over to Valor.
But I hit it with a Tasha's Mind Whip.
Heck
It is
yeah.
Sweep it.
a intelligence saving throw. Here, let me. DC 13.
There, that makes more sense.
Sick nasty. So it's gonna take the 8 psychic, and I will post that there. So it until the end of its next turn, it cannot take a reaction, and on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action.
Fantastic.
It only gets one.
Very cool.
And I'm happy where I'm at.
That's fair. Well, at the start of its turn, these like sputtering tendrils of dark energy are lashing out haphazardly all over the place. On a positive note, only Ton is close enough. Give me a dexterity save, Ton.
Certainly.
And it's like even more active than it had been like prior to the fight, Atos. When you would come over, it would just been like one occasionally. Now they're like all over the place. So he's like dashing into the corpses and stuff.
Dashing through the corpses.
Yeah, so first number, you will be taking half of this as necrotic damage. Let me just double check the number here. I lost it. Nope, that's not it. There it is. So half of this. You will take 2 necrotic damage, Mothership, or to be more accurate, Ton. That's not too bad.
No, that's fine.
He sort of turns, and since he can't move or anything, the only person he can hit is Ton. So he will swing this like massive great club that is like has this shadowy tendrils wrapped around it, and the wood of the great club itself is like starting to like almost like bubble up and boil as it swings towards you. 23 to hit, Ton.
Owie! Yes.
Which will be and there's no creature adjacent to you, so nobody gets hit by the extra tendrils flinging about, but that is 19 total damage.
I think I'm gonna go lay down now.
Yeah, he definitely hits hard.
Okay, now I'm just gonna, roll off the rock backwards.
I mean, you can certainly make that attempt on your turn, but that was a hefty blow. Atos. You do notice that as its turn sort of comes to an end, the tendrils sort of settle down around it, as if reinforcing this like armor of shadows that it has. But it's your turn. What do you want to do? But it is taking damage. It is definitely injured. And more so than when you got here.
Well, I think I'm going to need to... Do I have any Strike the Giants left? I don't think so. I do not. Okay. So I am going to experimentally here
Mhm.
punch this corpse, try and destroy it with a fire fist.
Yeah, you want to try and destroy the corpse?
But I'm actually going to move here so that I'm adjacent to it. Because if it's on the ground and I'm adjacent to it, then I should get advantage, I think.
Yeah. Roll it. At advantage. Yeah, that's definitely it.
So that'll be 8 fire damage.
As you pummel the corpse, the grumbling, groaning ogre seems unaffected.
All right. Bonus action for another unarmed strike at the ogre. Oh, that should
Okay.
not be an advantage. Both of those were a big fat miss, though, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they will be.
And from what I know about ogres, I probably within its reach now. So I will stay put.
Fair enough. All right, Ton, you're severely injured. This thing is staring right at you. Almost eye level, despite the fact that you're on a, 7.5 foot tall boulder. What are you going to do?
Cry. Um.
Use a free action.
Does he
Crying
look
is a
worse?
free action, you are right.
Can I tell? Does he look worse than I do?
In the sense
Perhaps.
that without further intervention, he'll probably be dead soon. Sure, maybe. It's hard to say.
I was gonna say perhaps in the world of dental hygiene.
Yeah. I mean, I am low enough in hit points that if I try and jump backwards and trip, I'll be at 0.
Yeah.
God,
Don't forget
what?
there's always the disengage action.
I was just gonna say, can I disengage?
Um,
I mean, it is a thing you are capable of doing, correct?
I don't remember seeing it when I
It's
read.
it's just a general action pretty much anybody can do. You can use your
Okay, well,
action
I'm
to
going to
disengage.
disengage and go.
Mhm.
Well, maybe this wasn't a good idea. Take a step backwards.
Mhm.
Hurt myself.
So you do have your movement after you do the whole disengage 5 feet thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need to get far enough away to, I don't know, eat something or something. Okay.
Pause the game, eat the cheese.
Yeah.
Sadly, you
Just
left all
gonna
your
scoot
cheese at the inn.
Pretty sure that's my
That is your action and your movements. I will remind you that we are now using healing surges if you wanted to do that.
that's a bonus action.
I mean, technically it's both. They're two separate ones.
I
Should be
hate to
above your
use it.
character sheet.
I hate to use it right away, but
Technically speaking, this is the second half of a day where you've already fought something. So it's not technically right away.
oh, so fine. Okay, yeah, I will use it. So I need to roll half my
It should say on the thing.
I'm reading.
Okay.
half hit die, half the hit die. Or spend up to half.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't want to do 1 because I don't want to risk rolling a 1.
Well, you're level 3. Half is 1 right now, so you can only use 1.
Oh, fine. be that way. Okay. All right. I will use 1.
Whoops.
Well, that's interesting. Let's try that again. Hey, that was called a typo.
So 4 plus your con modifier,
Oh, yes.
I believe.
Spy? Okay.
And adding a constitution modifier. Yep.
Alrighty.
It's almost
so
what
I
you had at the
used-
start of the fight. Oh no, you were full. You were full. You weren't one of
I
the injured
was
people.
full.
All right.
Yep. Okay.
You just take a minute to roll away and get a breath.
Yep.
Draeniel.
Okay. Well, I saw how she got clocked, so I'm gonna keep my distance from this fellow.
It hits hard,
5,
and if you're close
10,
to it, it hits at the start of its turn too.
25. I'm gonna go there, and I'm going to shoot him. Oh,
Without
yeah.
any cover this time. That's a miss though, unfortunately.
I'm gonna make you look like a very bald porcupine when I'm done with you.
Bonus action?
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up. I don't have a second attack because we're only level 3, so I don't think I got that extra attack
No,
last
you
time.
did. You did. You're using 2 hand crossbows, remember?
Oh, yeah,
Dual-wielding hand
yeah.
crossbows.
Yeah, thank you. I was trying to remember how I was doing that. I'm like, all right.
That's a hit.
Cool beans. Told you, porcupine, this guy. Yeah, okay, that should be all my stuff.
Fair enough.
He's holding a giant club, correct?
Correct.
All right, I might make him try to drop it next turn, but that's next turn's problem.
Valor.
Got the mind sliver.
He seems quite lethal. Hey! You got him.
Yeah, basically has a bane on whatever his next saving throw will be.
Wonder what that's going to be.
We'll see.
We'll see. Alright, Athos. You are starting. You are starting within 10 feet this time. Just give me a dex save.
$18.
Success. You will take half damage. You will take 3 necrotic damage as these shadowy tendrils just lash out in all directions, even cutting up the corpses even more than they already were. It turns and it looks at you like looming over, and it's like very like scratchily in this like broken speech mutters, "Said it be better. Higher." And it's gonna try and hit you. 17.
This on my turn or its turn?
This is its turn. You're after it.
Oh, okay. So 17 is a miss.
It sort of like drags the club back toward it and just growls at you. Liars. And you see this like barriers sort of like wrap around it again. Now it's your turn.
Well, I will. I will punch this guy.
Yes.
Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Takes me 9 fire damage. And then I will
Which is
use my
like-
bonus. Oh, good.
It's definitely sufficient to like dissipate the shield itself, and you're like tearing into him again. So the shield seems to return, but it's not that tough of a shield.
Well, I will bonus action to do it again
Heck yeah.
for another 8 fire damage.
Very nice. Cool.
And that's my turn.
Awesome. Over to Tawn. What would you like to do?
Now I'm wishing I had range.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, is it time for Tawn to realize he brought no ranged weapons?
Okay, I have an idea.
Okay.
I'm looking around for a rock.
You could definitely find a rock.
Like hand size, like a good strong hand size. I'm gonna throw it at him.
Okay.
Okay.
You can do that. It is still an attack roll, and you are not technically proficient in rock. So it would just be your strength modifier.
But aren't I in improvised weapons?
I don't think so. I mean, if you are, I don't recall that.
Use what you got.
I don't think that's improvised weapons. That's your toolkit. It allows you to use your toolkit as a weapon.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And
That's
be very
kind of
good at
funny.
No, we're not talking about swinging it. We're talking about the different tools in it.
Pull out my sewing kit and
I believe previously we had allowed you to throw some of your stuff from your carpentry kit and use that as a thrown weapon. So you could throw like your carpenter's tools at it.
I could throw my hammer.
Yes, you absolutely could. A hammer is a actual weapon with thrown that you are technically proficient in.
Okay.
But it would be using the use what you got attack roll thingy on your sheet, which should be below your broom.
As soon as I find it. The carpenter's tools.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
I mean, you're going to have to move to do it. There's a boulder between the two of you, but it is a thing you are capable of.
Okay. So I would have to move like here. Yeah.
Give or take.
Was that too far?
It's fine.
Okay.
You know, he's a large fellow. You can see enough of him that I don't really conceive it of it as being a problem. Roll it.
I am ready for a hammer to get stuck in a head.
You just reach in your carpentry bag and pull out a hammer. Just chuck it at him. That will unfortunately be a miss.
Well, now I have to go get it afterwards.
I believe you have the hammer, you have a hatchet, you have a saw, you have a chisel. So you got like 4 tries before the bag's empty of throwable items.
Right. But I could only do one per turn.
Correct.
So, that'd be me.
Next up is Draeneel.
Alrighty. Well, I am going to do what you would call the least fine thing, a disarming strike. Using one of my superiority dice. Because I imagine I'm shooting him in his hand with my crossbow.
And or the weapon itself. But
Yeah.
it is, I still believe, an attack roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Very nice.
yeah, so there's that.
So you add the superiority die to the attack's damage roll.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got to make a strength save against your saving throw.
Yeah, okay. What is a superiority die normally again?
I have absolutely no idea what it is for you right now. I'm sorry.
What level are you?
3
3, yeah. They should be D8s, I believe.
D8s. That
He's got
sounds in the ballpark.
all the experience with that.
Hmm.
Yeah, you're the fighter connoisseur.
That's good damage.
All right, and then I would get that second attack still, or would the disarming attack change that?
That's still a part of the attack action because when you hit with an attack, you're doing it. But he's got to make a save, and I don't know what your saving throw DC is. Well, more than that, I assume. More than 8.
Probably. Yeah, this period I did the text on the target must make a strength saving throw. Yeah, I don't know how to determine my DC.
I assume it's strength plus proficiency bonus plus 8, like most other things.
Yep. It's strength or dex.
Oh,
Plus
yeah, you get
8
to
plus
choose
prof.
because you're fancy.
All right. Well, my dex bonus is 3, my proficiency's 2. And so plus 8, yeah, it's definitely going to be a fail then.
Yeah. We'll have to write that down so we don't forget. Yeah, so he drops his club on the ground and he just roars this like chaotic veil of shadows, like sort of tearing in all directions, gouging out chunks of stone. Bonus action.
Yeah.
That is a hit. So that is sufficient.
And then I'm going to just move about 10 feet that way.
As
Slightly further.
Draniel moves away, the Dreadveil like tears away from the body of the collapsing ogre. This like chaotic arrangement forming into like this like shadowy echo of the ogre itself, and turns towards you, Draniel, looking straight at you.
You know that song that's just like run? Yeah.
I believe you're that was how much of your movement? That was all of your movement to get you there, right?
I used 10. No, I used 15 after I shot.
Okay. I mean, your turn hasn't ended yet, so you still have whatever movement you have.
Seeing it, I'm gonna run. Just nope. We've done this a couple times.
Yes, that is correct.
All right, so that'll be my turn then.
All right, Valor. You vaguely remember this whole shtick.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything you could do once it's.
You guys had attempted to hit it a few times, and most of the time you either missed or it didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah,
Which
that's what
doesn't
I'm
necessarily mean you can do nothing. It just means you currently have done nothing. But maybe.
I mean, if there's something I couldn't tell you what it is, I'll throw a mind sliver at it in case that does something. I don't know. We'll try it.
It does not seem to, unfortunately.
Yeah, that checks out. Well, run. Keep running.
Yeah, I think the most disconcerting part of this one is where all the others have just been like a shadowy image of the creature. The like chaotic lashing out is still going on as this thing is like sort of turning toward Draniel, and then at what would be its turn, rushes forward, which I believe technically Athos, don't you have reach? So when it leaves your reach, you get an attack of opportunity.
Sure do.
And
Yeah, you
Draniel would
poke
get an
that
attack
shadow.
of opportunity. I mean, that'll hit. Question is, will it do anything?
Well, actually,
Push the glasses.
I'm going to use it to do a trip instead of a attack.
Thought of tripping a shadow was so funny.
That is absolutely something you have yet to attempt and can now attempt. Yes.
So,
Pulls a flashlight out, aims it at the shadow's feet, it trips.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, absolutely would attempts to trip it, and I would say it's pretty ineffectual as you're trying to do so. It just doesn't seem to work.
No worries.
It was
Just
a
thought I'd
very
try.
good idea, and the more you know that doesn't work, well, narrows down what might, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ton, you also will get an attack of opportunity, but I think the only thing you have in your hand is your bag of carpenter's tools. Would you like to attack with that? As it rushes past you.
This is the thing that dissolves after a certain amount of time.
It is. But at least some of you guys had been attempting to get rid of them before they dealt damage and nearly killed people. Up to you, though.
I guess I can take a chisel and stab at it once. If it doesn't work, then run. And run in the direction of my hammer, that is.
Yeah, that's not even going to hit, unfortunately. So
Yeah,
it,
now I'll use my movement.
well, it's not your turn. That was just an attack of opportunity.
Oh, that's right.
It moves up, and instead of attacking you like all of the others, the shadowy tendrils start to tear apart and bubble, and it explodes. Give me a dexterity save.
I'd freaking do it. I know who's
Lovely.
going to explode. So excited.
And I want to check the radius of that, just to ensure nobody else is in it. But definitely drain you.
Well,
Nobody
how my
else
life
is in it.
goes. You said what?
Dexterity saving throw, please.
That's the word. Well, I did not save it. I definitely threw it.
Sorry, it's I think that thing's designed for smaller creatures than this. But nobody else is there, so it doesn't matter. So you're gonna take. Whoops, not 74. That's not the number. 14 necrotic damage. And it is gone.
Ouch. That one hurt.
Let's close that for now. Now you're standing here with these guys and all their equipment and what looks like a great club that's been infected by darkness. It's gross and weird. And that probably, I imagine, hurt.
Uh-huh. Very bad. Very similar to what Ton went through.
Yes. But you succeeded.
I'm a survivor. I won't give up, even though I nearly just got blown up.
Yeah.
Something like that. Pretty sure that's how the lyrics go.
Yeah.
I
Close
think
enough.
so.
It's 4 warhammers and 4 studded leather, if you guys wanted to pick them up. Yep.
I'm interested in the warhammers if they're throwable.
Hey, they are not.
Never
But
mind.
if you wanted to look at the remains of the ogre, it has on its hip 3 javelins that seem to be kind of slimy and gross and infected with darkness. Little boils in the wood.
Yeah, no. Yuck. No.
Fair enough. As you pick up your hammer and realize maybe you need a ranged weapon. But from there, you guys figure you have maybe an hour left of today's travel, and then it's probably time to bed down for the night.
Yeah.
Ever onward.
I'll take. I'll use my superior senses
Woo.
to see if not that I have like any special ability. I just have
Yeah, let's go find
proficiency
a
in
place to
perception.
sleep.
Just to see if smell or see anything weird.
Not beyond coming from this like boulder area. Like pretty much everything out past it, for as far as you can tell, seems a-okay. Which isn't to say much for past what you can tell, but you know.
Mhm.
You guys could ostensibly head, sort of just slightly off the beaten path into like the dense tree canopy and nap in there if you wanted, or wherever you'd like, really.
All right.
In
Let's
either
bunker
case,
down. Bunker down.
yeah, in either case, you guys will continue to travel for roughly another hour, and then as the sun sets, you'll settle down and find yourselves a place to rest. And I don't have another map, so we'll just pretend it's right here. You will camp right here, but not really. You guys can go ahead and get the benefits of a full rest, including, for those of you who had used them, getting your healing surge back and all of your hit dice and stuff.
Yay. It's time to roll. We've got
All
numbers.
rested.
Rumor tells of a long rest button on the sheet. Does it work?
Sometimes.
Works for me.
Interesting. Interesting. Well, from there, you guys will awaken the next morning.
I will awaken and I will cast Mage Armor.
Fair enough. Get that mage armor started.
I will eat food while complaining it's cold and I'm itchy.
Very itchy. Dry skin. Need some lotion.
Mm-hmm.
There is maybe only 2 hours left of your journey, and you guys can go on it. It's a non-issue. You guys continue down the road, eventually getting to a section where the majority of the road sort of dissipates, I think is the right word. It sort of like just fades away. And then there's an open area in front of you guys where the tower sits. Almost, but not quite, as if it came out of nowhere once you crossed the like a ridge, and it was just there. It was just kind of just it was kind of just suddenly there. As you guys are sort of approaching the tower, you see an individual outside who appears to have the same like shadowy energy around them, and they appear to be putting books and other artifacts in a cart from the open tower. As you guys sort of see this individual from quite the distance, maybe 45 feet away, give or take. Let me slap you guys on this map. So you guys are sort of at distance, 45 feet, if we do this, 45 feet. As you guys sort of come up over the ridge, it's almost like the tower sort of set down a little bit and then comes up out of a dip in the landscape. And you guys see this individual putting stuff in a cart. First question, perception checks, everyone. Second question, any thoughts on what you want to do as you're watching this individual who at this stage has been quite an enemy, or seems to be a part of that group? Valor, you see a what looks like a mastiff sleeping under the cart that has also got these little this dread wreath around them, the shadows and stuff. But it's just napping under the cart right now.
I will relay that. The group. So does he look like people we met before we entered the hidden path? Does he look like he would belong with them?
Very
maybe-
similarly, yes.
Okay. Like kind of same clothing, same insignia, if any.
Yeah, but it's mostly the like dread wreath, the shadows dancing all around them that you very clearly notice. There's a couple points as you guys are like standing up on the ridge where he like pauses, sighs, keeps going, then he pauses and sighs. Are you guys gonna have a conversation about what you want to do? You gonna head in? What are you doing? To your knowledge, he's not supposed to be here, if that was unclear.
Well, I'm a stickler for the rules. He's gotta go. That's a trespasser.
Get out of here, sucker.
Get the heck. What are you doing? Do you
Well,
know where you are?
He has angry dog, and he's not supposed to be here. I think someone's about to meet their maker.
And he's got books. Is that what you said?
Yeah, he seems to be taking not, you can't really tell from where you are, like nondescript books and artifacts and from the tower and is putting them in the back of in this cart.
Oh. Yeah, I was confused where he was getting the books from. Okay.
Yeah, the open tower, which again is weird to you.
Are we going to try and have a discussion?
You can ask him what he's doing.
What do you think you're doing here, dude?
Who he's doing for. But he's got to go either way. We got to put those books back.
Yes, you guys want to come like off of the ridge and down into the little dip. It's not super severe. It's definitely enough to obfuscate the vision, though, from the base of the tower to outside.
So we're going uphill?
No, downhill. So it's like a divot, and from the center of the divot is where the tower is coming from.
Oh, so it's like in a valley-ish.
Kind of like a mini valley, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is correct. And that is sort of like down where he is, sort of loading this cart up. But I think eventually, as you guys sort of are like, should we just kill him? Like, he's not supposed to be here. Like, what are we supposed to, you guys are having this conversation. His voice picks up. Not as if he's heard you, but he just sort of shouts, he's like, well, are you going to come down or not? So he seems aware of your presence, but not necessarily aware of the conversation being had. And he just gets back to work. More books in the back of the... I keep saying back, like there's a front. It's the whole... It's just a cart. Like, could be the back, I suppose. But he's just loading it up. What do you think? You guys come down or do you stay up?
I'm going down there.
Yep.
I'm sneaking down there.
Oh, yeah, we're sneaking. Right.
Or, I'm for sure sneaking.
I'm stomping. I got my stomping boots on.
I'm not sure how you'd be sneaking in this context.
Yeah, really.
It's downhill in an open ridge, sneaking towards someone who knows that you're there.
I'm just hiding behind the person stomping. I'm their shadow, okay?
Perfect.
He sees one person. I have become the shadow.
You fully believe that you are stealthing behind Valor.
You feel so stealthy. So quiet.
He seems to like take like a hefty, like what looks like a globe with that's like sort of like gold gilding around it, and he like thumps it into the back of the cart. And he looks at you guys and says, "You the reinforcements?" Squints. They said you had an ogre with you. Where'd he go?
You're gonna ask some questions first.
Yeah. Are you the reinforcements for us?
Right. I mean, I guess technically I'm the reinforcements for them, and you're the reinforcements for them. So we're both the reinforcements for someone else. But we're all somebody's reinforcements, right?
And who are you answering to? What's their name so we can write that down, get in contact? Wonder why you're not picking up the pace here?
He sort of locks up and he goes, "You see, that's a right strange thing to ask."
Is it? Or are you just not up to snuff?
See, it's strange because you should know. Oh, I can't find the sheet.
Yes, we do know, and that's why we're asking you.
Yeah, how do we know you didn't just show up?
This is us verifying you. I'm gonna pound my fist and say, look, how do we know if you walk the hidden path? You're just here touching our stuff.
Right, despite those with you, you don't seem to know anything.
Well, you don't either. You haven't said anything of any value yet.
Yeah, why should we trust you?
So I think it's dinner time. And with that, there's a thump as the Mastiff leaps out from under the cart. Everybody, because you said you were moving forward, roll initiative. No, he immediately became hostile when he started asking that particular question.
Oh man.
And I think
it was a great question.
You guys, it becomes pretty clear when you were like, "And who sent you here?" That was the trigger. It's a Mastiff, not a wolf, but that's the stat block I'm using. Feel free to click on your token. Is this from last time, or did you guys reroll?
I have rolled.
It didn't used to keep it between maps. I don't know. It's confusing.
Well, that is mine. Like, I did roll a 19, so.
Yeah. It's the poor choice of question.
Hey, you never know.
I mean, you're right. You do never know. Draeneel, the Mastiff, Athos, Valor, Ton, and then him. All right, Draeneel, you are first.
All right. Well, I don't like his dog because he made the dog evil, and dogs are just magnificent, holy beings. Okay. So I'm gonna unfortunately have to put the dog out of its misery with the 1-2 combo there, and then I will take some steps.
All right, that is roll your damage. They both hit.
Oop. Bloop.
And with that, as you like tear through this like dread barrier on the Mastiff and dash away, well, the movement, not the actual ability to do so. I need to come up with a way not to make that mistake every time. The dog turns and is charging you, Draeneel, as these shadowy tendrils form into like almost like whip-like appendages. And it is going to bite. 17?
Yeah, that hits. I'm gonna use my free action to say, "Ah, shit, here we go again."
8 piercing, and you need to make a DC 11 strength save or be knocked prone.
Strength.
That is
prone.
a failure. You are knocked prone, and it's following to Dreadlash attacks will be made at advantage. What are the chances?
Low.
What are the chances?
Well,
So the total damage is going to be a tiny bit higher than that. 8, 16, 17 damage with that one. Yeah, these guys aren't super tough, but they hit very hard.
yeah, very hard.
It's all my hit points.
That is the doggo's turn. That's 2 crits in one. I like what? That's impressive. He's just a good dog. Tear him up. Athos, what you doing?
Bonus action to shift and enter an elemental attunement for a point.
Mhm.
And I am going to charge the dog.
Contextually, very fair.
Um, oh, there it is. Oh, there you go. So I will run. Sorry, I lost my window here when I was grabbing my character sheet.
Question is as fast as you can?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
and and I attack.
Yeah. That will hit.
24. All right, so that's going to be 5 fire damage. Plus, I am going to use Hill Strike. Use one of my Strike the Giants on it. So I'll take an additional D6 damage. So 9 fire damage. And it needs to make a strength saving throw. Wait, oops. Needs to make a strength saving throw or get knocked prone. My DC is
Oh, not advantage. So 4. More than 4, I assume.
yeah, well, I mean it starts at 8, so that'll be DC is gonna be
It would be very
14.
impressive if it was less than 4, considering it
Yeah.
starts at 8.
So he is knocked prone,
Prone dog, got it.
and
Prone evil shadow dog.
that's my turn.
Heck yeah, Valor.
Thank you for making it fall like it made me fall. It makes the embarrassment slightly less.
Valor is. Let me check my distance. Valor's gonna cast Phantasmal Force on this pirate-looking guy down here to
I
keep him
always get
alive.
the 2 different ones confused: Phantasmal Force and Phantasmal Killer.
I
Oh.
don't know what Phantasmal Killer does, but let me. Oh my god, that didn't do it. There we go.
Words. And me without my magnifying glass.
Craft an illusion. It needs to make an intelligence saving throw. If it fails, I create a phantasmal object, creature, or other visible phenomenon of my choice that's no larger than a 10-foot cube, and only the target can see it. Of note, no effect on undead or constructs.
It's neither of those. Oh, that's an 18 though.
I use my reaction, and it's a 4 now.
Haha, screw you. That's what you just said to him. Okay.
Treats it as though it's real. And lava starts erupting underneath him. He's just standing in molten hot lava. And every time he tries to step on what looks like a solid star, it turns into even more lava.
Interesting.
So each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 psychic damage to it. Assuming it can do damage at all, which is why he's now standing. Lava just started erupting out of the ground, and he's just so convinced right now that it's real. That's crazy. But on his turn, he can do an investigation against a DC 13 to see if it's real. Again.
And at the end of his turns or at the start?
I have no idea. It just says the target can use its action.
Oh, you gotta use an action to do the. I got it.
Does it do damage this turn, or is that on subsequent turns?
The damage perceived. The target perceives the damage as a type appropriate of the illusion. It burns. It burns.
He's hot. Should have had his own dog attack him. That'd be funny.
Okay.
Each round on your turn. So I'm assuming it does 1d6 this turn, right? Or is that just after? I have no idea.
It's a
I'm
fucking
not sure.
beefy boy. Okay.
What was that?
It's a beefy boy.
Beefy
Spell?
boy?
The spell is large.
Oh, yeah.
And I keep getting lost in the wrong block of text.
There's a lot.
I feel like only one thing makes sense there, but it's not his turn. It's Ton's turn, unless he wanted to move.
I'm happy where I'm at. I didn't know if this does damage this turn or next. I just had no idea what the wording, because it says, no, I can't. I hate how long this is. It's so unnecessarily lengthy. Each round on your turn, the phantasm can deal 1d6 damage. I don't know if that's now or next time.
I think it's still your turn, so you can still do it this turn as well.
Yeah, so include this turn. That is correct. I would say includes this turn.
1 psychic damage. Actually, where am I? I am gonna move. Just over here. That's it.
Okay. Ton. From your perspective, all you see Ton is this guy like acting like he's avoiding something you cannot see. And there's a really pissed off dog trying to eat Draeneel. You mute it.
A really pissed off prone dog trying
Correct.
to eat you.
Right, but so the guy we were talking to is avoiding something?
From your, like, it looks like he's trying to avoid something on the ground. Like he's dancing around holes or something. Can't see whatever he sees, though.
And my question that you didn't hear was, could I tell what Valor did and to who?
I mean, Valor did a thing and this guy started dancing like he's trying to avoid something. I feel like context clues, you'd figure out she did something to him.
Okay. Shoot. I really don't know what to do. I can reach the dog easily. I can reach either one of them.
He's contained for the moment.
Huh?
Dancing Man is contained for the moment.
Potential.
Potentially. We'll see. See how long that lasts.
I feel like that was the equivalent of as the turn transitions. I think I got him for now. It's like you saying that. No, you'll have advantage because the doggo is prone.
Yeah, but I do like advantage. Oh, I did pick up my hammer, by the way.
Yes.
Just in case you didn't know.
Yes. Oh, that's a hit.
Okay.
For 7 damage. There you go.
Yeehaw. All right.
All right. Next, you come over to this guy. And that is a questionable spell.
Yeah.
Like the logic of how it works just really doesn't fit.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically no matter what happens until he succeeds on an investigation, his mind will keep justifying it. Just
He will keep being
magical.
convinced that lava keeps popping up everywhere contextually in this context.
He's magically being actually gaslit.
Which, and the reason why that doesn't make any sense to me, because he's about to try something that would cause more damage to him, but the spell means it's not going to do more damage, so he's going to gaslight himself into like a reason of why it's not doing more damage, even though it should. So yeah, this guy has a lot more control over his shadowy energy, which you guys had not previously seen, and he basically takes this like whole shield that wreaths around them and like centers it around his legs, and is dashing through magma towards Valor. But again, he's not technically taking damage, right?
No. Not until it's my turn if he's still in there.
That's kind of exactly my point, right? Because he did what he would think would get him out of it, and I think it just breaks the spell.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I mean,
A heck of a... it's not great. Because it doesn't hold him in place. It doesn't stop him from leaving. He does something he thinks will work and tries it, and when he doesn't get hurt, he thinks it's working.
So wouldn't that mean the spell still works because he thinks it's working?
But it's a 10-foot area.
Oh, okay. He leaves its effect, so he's like running out of it, and he's like, "Mother,
so
you got me."
Seems like from his perception, the way the spell functions, specifically because it says it deals no other damage until your turn, the lava would go through the shadows and should still hurt him, but it doesn't, so he just keeps going.
Yeah, he's justified. He's like, my boots must be really thick.
It's like, it worked. That was perfect. It worked.
If he lives and he tries this in real life.
Oh my god. Yeah, but that was his action and his movement, because it was his action to reshape the shadows in that manner. So, you still basically took a turn away from him, but he's now in front of you.
Hello.
Draeneel. That hurts.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna stand up. And then I don't got no potions or anything, so I'm gonna
healing surge.
Yep, you read my mind. I'm gonna use what you call that, the greater healing surge. Once per short or long rest as an action, you can use healing surge. However, the result of each die is maximized, and I can use up to half of them. So
which is 1 right now because it's half rounded down.
Yep, that's what I was about to ask. Okay, so I just get 10 hit points, correct? Because the hit dice
plus
D10.
con modifier.
Plus con modifier, thank you. 12 hit points.
Nice. God, Ton is tanky. If you only have 2 con, Ton has plus 5. So that's a difference.
That's a big difference. Alright, so I stand up and I pop that, and that was the... Yep, that's an action for the greater healing surge.
Yeah.
So I can't use my bonus action then, can I?
Yes, you can. Not for an attack, but you can use it.
Yeah, I just don't have a thing to use it on unless it's the second.
Don't know.
I will use Second Wind as a bonus action to gain hit equal points to a 1d10 plus my fighter level.
There you go.
So let's roll that d10.
I mean, come on, it doesn't happen very often where you get double crit in 1 turn. That was ridiculous.
5. Alrighty. The dog won't get an opportunity of attack because it's prone, correct?
It would have a disadvantage, but it very well could still have an opportunity to attack.
I'm not gonna chance it. It hurt me so bad. I'm not chancing it. I'm just gonna. That'll be my turn.
Hey, fair enough. Well, it's then it is its turn. It is going to stand up, and it's going to attack the person that dropped it, which is Atos. Bite. 18.
That is a miss because I shifted.
All right, 2 Dreadlash attacks then. They're all misses.
Also misses.
Just a chomp. Whiffed both times. Your turn.
I am going to give it the old left, right, 1, 2. So, wow.
Nice.
Ooh. So
I'll
that's
drop
going to
it.
be 12 fire. And
You drop the evil dog.
I'll 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll move over here. And then I will use a bonus action and a discipline point to do flurry of blows. So I will punch that guy in the back. For 6 fire and 10 fire.
16. Currently, because he's shifted his shadowy barrier, that's just all going straight to his hit points. Nice.
Excellent. And that's my turn.
Valor, it's your go. He is menacing you.
Menacing. This man obviously hasn't interacted with tutors. They're more scary than he is. But I will mind whip him. Which is a DC 13 intelligence save. I hope he's kind of dumb.
Aren't we all?
That's shame, right? Shame right there.
Yeah, that's a success.
I think it does have. Yeah, he just takes 3 psychic.
Is that right?
Takes half damage on a successful save.
No, I was thinking about your saving throw.
Yeah, it's only 13.
Yeah, you
I
got a
did
plus
not
3 int.
roll particularly well for my
So,
stats. It was
Proficiency
rough.
bonus, intelligence, that's 5 plus 8. That's 13. Yep.
Yeah.
You are correct.
My rolls hurt me a little bit making this character. I was like, well, you're not particularly healthy.
Hey,
But you know what?
there's
That's
an
okay.
ability score increase coming for everyone soon. Unless they want to
Yum.
defeat, whatever. And you can't really run away here, so that's it for you, I believe.
I don't think I have. I could if I wanted an opportunity attack. But I
Oh,
don't.
that's fair.
I don't
Did you?
want that. I'm good.
All right, Ton.
The dog is gone already?
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Broomman, they swept it clean off the map.
They sure did. Well, I might regret this, but hello.
Yeah, you want to give him a smack?
I hardly wait till I get 2 smacks, you know? Oh.
Not at advantage.
I'm sorry.
But if you go here, you'll be flanking and have a +2.
Okay.
So no advantage, but we'll let you have that. Roll your damage. You didn't really need the +2, but there it is. 7 damage.
Why am I? That's
7
like
damage. So much.
I have. Like, what is going on?
I'm like looking at it like, is it set to roll right? It is. It's rolling. It just keeps being 7 damage.
That's awesome.
Okay. It's annoying.
It is a lucky number, you know.
Hit points aren't tracking. Yeah. That is, I believe that's it for you, so it comes over to him. He is going to, sort of release this effect that was, like, directing the shadowy barrier downward and sort of covers all of his body again as he draws, his warhammer, and he's gonna make a couple swings at Valor.
That's cool.
19.
Oh. Yeah.
That'll be 1 hit. Wow. It's almost max damage.
What is that? 13?
Yeah, 13. And then he's going to make a Dreadlash attack, which is a 20.
Uh-huh. If that's more than a 4, I'm down.
Yeah, he drops Valor, and he's like looming over her, and he goes, "You think you can deceive me? Or trap me, not deceive me, with magma? I just spilled coffee on my stomach."
Oh no.
So you had the real life magma experience.
Oh, jeez. That's hot. That's his turn. He's looming over an unconscious Valor. Draeneel, it's your go.
Alrighty. Well, this man, I don't like him. I don't like his dog. I'm gonna do the only thing I can do, and that's hit him with the.
It's a hit and
Well,
miss.
I mean, I could bum rush him and probably get hit next turn and go down, but this seems better. So the 20 hits, the 9 misses, correct?
Yes.
All right.
You want to move it all?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I don't trust these things dying.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Well, the dog didn't do it though.
No, the dog's like shadows seem to sort of just sink into the ground. It was very strange,
Mm-hmm.
and it's entirely possible that it just. Never mind. You're unaware of why that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was thinking because it didn't happen that it's gonna happen eventually or it's gonna come back, but that's just a game theory.
Or DM mistake. Who knows?
Nobody knows, but it's provocative.
That was Draeneel, so we're over to Athos.
Yes, we are. I'm going to move around, and I don't really have any way to heal. So I am going to pound the crap out of this sucker. 19
That'll hit.
for 7. We'll go fire damage since he likes lava so much.
Damage.
Then I will use my bonus action to do it again.
That'll miss.
10 is a big old miss.
Yeah.
And I'll stay put.
Okay. Valor. That's a death save.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a failure.
I'd like to portent that with my unconscious thoughts.
Unfortunately, I don't think that works.
Yeah. Turns out you
Uh,
gotta be awake for that one. I think I'm gonna move. I think that's my turn.
all right, over to Ton. You can move a little bit to get yourself the flanking again, since your prior flanking dance partner is unconscious.
Oh, it's floor time. All right.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with a good old nap here and there.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave her alone.
That'll hit.
Good.
I'm gonna have to look at it, and I'm gonna have to see if it's broken. I don't think it is, but I have to look at it. All right, it's over to his turn. He's going to do a Warhammer. That's a crit on Athos. It's coming down on you. 15, 24 damage on Athos.
I will use my reaction to deflect melee and range attacks that deal bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing.
Awesome. I was going to say you are shifted though, right? So you have 2 temporary hit points or whatever?
No, proficiency ×2 plus d6 because I'm beast hide.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think
I
it's
have
the amount that I was unsure of.
I've got 7 actually. But
Nice.
I am deflecting using my reaction.
Do it.
So so that reduces it by 13 bludgeoning.
Yeah, the 4 and the 1 are not bludgeoning. So it's basically 2 bludgeoning now. After you do that, it's 2 bludgeoning and then 5 necrotic.
Which clears those out. I realize that a lot of my features simply won't work because it's bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to reduce it to 0, and I can't because nothing does bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing. It's always other stuff. But
Yeah, so far most of them have been.
still take less damage, and I have that was all to my temp HP, so I don't mind too much.
That was a very good use of the deflection.
Mhm.
That does count as a Dreadlash. So let's see if you get hit by this. We wait for roll 20 to work. Let's try again. That's a miss anyways.
Hell
Over
yeah.
to Drania.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna just keep with a little pew pew into this fine fellow here. 18 and 13.
Hit and miss.
All right, so that's the 4 damage. And you know what? Yeah, that'll be my turn this time. How's
Okay.
he looking?
Not as bad as you want him to be.
Yeah, okay. Unfortunately, I was hoping for more damage, but that's what happens when you're just porcupining people from distance because you're tired of dying.
That's fair. That's fair.
He's like, if I get dropped one more time, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Just gonna smack him a few times. It's your go, Athos.
Well, you know, as just return the favor on this guy. So we'll start with does a 14, or I guess do we have the +2 from flanking?
Yes, so 16. That's a hit.
So he can take 10 fire damage. I gotta say, I do roll really well on these. It's nice. Bonus action to do it again. Oh.
Fantastic.
For another 11 fire damage.
All right, you drop him with that
yeah.
final uppercut.
That's what he gets for
So-
making me bleed my own blood almost, but not quite.
So I do think the rest of your turn, I cleared it out too fast. The rest of your turn would be seen as you running from the echo, which is chasing you. Right, and then it goes immediately after you, so it would get its attacks off on you. How fast are you?
Speed is 40.
You fast.
I'm a
But
monk.
not fast enough.
Why y'all so fast?
Yeah, so it dissipates about 10 feet away from you. It's not like the ogre, which went double its speed because it was so chaotic. So it doesn't even matter.
Nice.
The other reason why it's not great that I got rid of that is because of Valor's state here. Does anybody want to go over and try to wake her up?
She does have a single healing potion on her body.
I don't know. I'm going to shake her and see if anything happens.
Hey, wake up! Wake up!
Should I make a death save after that? I feel like that's worsening the condition.
I mean, you were about to have another death save anyway, so you got to do it. I cleared it out too fast.
Nice.
It's funny. So you're at 1 failure and 1 success as you're being violently shaken by Ton.
Somehow it's working.
Let's get a potion into you.
Yeah.
I've got one on me too.
You want to use yours? That
Yeah,
is fine.
I'd rather use mine than dig around in somebody else's stuff.
That's fair. That is complete.
So I think that's just a normal like
Yeah.
regular.
All
I have
you
a
guys is
macro.
yours.
I have a macro for it if you just want me to roll it, and then I
Oh,
can
yeah,
be
yeah.
responsible for my own.
Get it up.
In case I roll bad. Oh, it's perfectly
Not bad.
average. Perfectly average.
All the twos.
I don't know why it says I'm 17 out of 17. That is incorrect.
Oh yeah, the bad guy's bar was broken too.
I live. Gonna be all groggy about it. God, slammed.
That's very annoying.
It's gonna
But-
open her eyes and be like, "Is he dead yet?"
Let's go take a look at what was going down over in this crazy
Yeah, we need to
situation.
check this out, man.
Oh,
It is a large number of nondescript books, which is to say, at a simple glance, you don't know what they are, as well as a couple of not like magical artifacts, but I feel like Valor would recognize them as like more ostentatious rich people goods,
uh-huh.
like that gilded globe earlier, stuff like that.
It's all very superficial.
Definitely, they're looting the place.
So this was someone looting books that didn't know how to read to know what the books were.
I mean, I mean, who knows? They could have just been told to loot the place.
Hmm.
But as you guys sort of stand looking inside the tower itself, the structure, you see on the floor that the like ground floor looks like a bunch of like teleport pads that are labeled with like the different floors and stuff.
Hmm.
And you're realizing that you guys got basically no information out of him.
Nope.
And you don't really know what's happening. If you guys want, you can give me a perception check as you're peering inside the building. And then I imagine after that, we'll go on a bit of a like 15 minute break.
Okay.
All right.
I don't
Perception.
Yep.
know nothing.
Where's that there?
Yep.
Sorry, did you say a perception?
Yes.
I just didn't hear what you said. Just a moment.
All right. However much this matters to you guys, Atos, you do notice, sort of like off all the way at the back of the round room, there's like a section of stone that appears to be like pushed in slightly. There's like a little crack, and you can see a ladder that goes upward. Looks like an emergency ladder or something to that effect that goes, from top to bottom, perhaps. Sort of just nestled in the back behind the teleporters.
I find it interesting that we know that those are teleporters, by the way.
Well, at least one of you has definitely seen teleporters before.
Mm-hmm. She would definitely point it out.
Yeah, so if it wasn't obvious immediately to everyone, you're just like,
I would have gone, huh? What are those?
Teleport you. Teleporters.
What is
Yeah.
that?
They teleport you. They move you fast. Faster than a horse. Much more convenient. I could have gotten where I needed to go a lot faster if I was allowed to use it. But I wasn't.
these are
Funny.
definitely, smaller local teleporters. You would know, Valor. But I'm trying to think. Just give me a history check, Valor. Or Arcana. Arcana works in this context.
Good at both. We'll do it Arcana.
It's a lot less of what your personal history is and a lot more of what you know about typical wizards. So what you do find strange is that a larger, these are very small local teleporters. Probably maximum range of like 300 to 500 feet. The larger one that you would have come here on is not in this room. If that's weird, that's up to you. Maybe it's not weird. Who knows?
Curious.
It's definitely different. You feel like most of the wizard towers you've been to have the big teleporter on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes somewhere in the middle, but that's pretty uncommon, so...
Kind of weird towers this lady running.
So, before we go on break, that begs the question, are you guys going to have any sort of rest? Are you going to do any sort of recovery? Or are you just going to charge in there and pick a door, as they say?
Well, can I have clarification?
I suppose.
Okay, is there one tower?
Yes, one tower.
Okay, for some reason I thought there were two. Okay.
Don't know where that came from. No, one tower.
Okay. And can we tell how many floors it has?
No, I don't think that will be very easy to tell. It's the outside just kind of, it's like a tower. It's nondescript, we'll say. But you do
Okay.
see there are 5 like of these short range teleporters labeled with floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah.
Or sorry, there is no floor 1 because you're on floor 1, so it's floor 2, 3, 4, 5. So 4 teleporters.
Okay.
But that is what we will pick up in about 10 to 15 minutes. Now's the time to use the restroom, get yourself a beverage, eat if you're hungry, pet your dog if they'll allow it, and we'll see y'all in about 10 to 15ish. All right, enjoy the music.
Back shortly.
To the freedom fighters, to the Everest climbers, to the castaway, to the midnight riders, to the spark igniters, I am on my way. Let it be said and let it be known, he who is free is never alone. The path before us, the world behind us, I'll wait for you there. I am on my way. I find their place under the sun. There's a song on the Sahara wind that lifts you to your feet again. The dance is on the clockwork stars that pulses through a beating heart. There's a song that says no, lost, alone, and far from home. Golden galleys, golden dance to find their place under the sun. There's a song on the Sahara wind that lifts you to your feet again. The dance is on the clockwork stars that pulses through a beating night. We got married under the Golden Gate, then we got drunk in the upper Haight. It was a sunny day, all our friends got laid, and when we got a little older, we moved away. Took I-80 to New York City. It's a long damn way, but it sure is pretty. We ran out of gas near Colfax and delivered our first child 9 months after that. And I just called to say, I know you're always sitting in the bar, you're waiting. There will come a day, and it'll be easier to fly away than it will be to stay. Lived in a New York studio till we left the city for a modest home. A Springsteen song, a whole life long. A breeze that lifts your head once before it's gone. Gone. Time will come and shift its weight to lifelines, booze needs birthday cake. And when I die, I'll see your face in a sundress on a Saturday. Oh, fall. last quote to say. I know you're always sitting in the bar, you're waiting. I know that there will come a day when it'll be easier to fly away than it will be to stay. Strangers in a dark room laughing at jokes they didn't quite hear. Frosted window panes and cheap champagne, a face appears. And anything could happen in these cathedrals we roam, where shadow people dance and trade their glance and walk home alone. Staring out the window of the Roosevelt Hotel, watching Midtown empty out in a kiss of farewell. They say we come from nothing and to nothing we'll return, and in between is gravity and bridges left to burn. faked our deaths, lit a match, closed the door, waited for the flash. Greyhound station, paid in cash. It's Lazarus, we coming back. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We've been in this town for far too long. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. Sunset, no regrets. First chance, last stand, stuck in the middle. Even that girl's no good love. You taste so sweet, it hurts a little. Make our home where we stand. One suitcase and half a plan. Follow the wolves and sing along. Past the voices to the song. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We've been in this town for far too long. They say it's darkest before the dawn. We're moving on, we're moving on, we're moving on. Sunset, no regrets. First chance, last stand, stuck in the middle. Even that girl's no good love. You taste so sweet, it hurts a little.
All right, folks, we all ready? We all back?
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Yep. I'm just eating some soup.
Apparently, I want to hit my Windows key over and over again instead of the mute.
You gotta be careful hitting windows. They sometimes break.
That's true.
That's true. So we are coming back to the moment where we left, so I will continue upon the statement of Athos. You noticed the little like opened section of wall, right? I think you probably also hear the sound of boots on a ladder as well.
Oh, boots.
Yes.
I thought you said hoofs. Which would have been
Well, I mean,
interesting.
maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd
You
be
don't hear it.
interesting.
It could be hooves. But I believe you are muted and covered over there, friend.
Oh yes. Just had a PB&J in my face.
Fair enough. But that is where we pick up. Sort of like as you guys are looking in, you see the four different teleporters, and Athos sees the like secret sort of hidden section of the wall pushed back open, and there's a ladder, and he hears the footfalls on the ladder going upward. I will say they do sound distant, not like near you, so probably more than the last like minute they've been going up. Presuming it goes up the whole tower. So we're back to the question of what do you guys want to do? I mean, you know you're supposed to meet a mage here and ask the mage for help. And these guys seem to be looting a mage's tower.
Maybe those footsteps
Indeed.
can reach.
Who knows?
We Knock on the open secret door. Give him a hello.
Yeah, I mean, you guys want to like head inside and knock
Yeah.
on the secret door? Not look inside. You want to knock? Just to be clear.
Yes. And then grab the gate and scream, but mainly knock.
So, you knock. There is no response.
Hmm. I feel like someone will get mad if we just walk in here. It was obviously supposed to be closed, but they didn't close it behind them, so I don't know.
Give me another perception check, folks.
No, I don't think I will.
Me neither.
Sapper, mothership, perception.
Yeah, we're doing a second round of perceptions. There we go, 10.
First one since you got back.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My brain doesn't understand these things sometimes. Oh, wait, there was a break between them?
Yeah. So you guys are now just sitting in a portal room as the of people of somebody going up a ladder is fading upwards and into the distance, quieter and quieter.
Well, I'm getting uneasy just sitting here. Let's go.
Okay.
Where are you going?
Up the ladder. What else?
Well, if we shake the ladder.
We should probably decide what order we're going up in, though.
So everybody decides you're going up the ladder. You whoever goes in first.
I'll do
Who's
it
that
all.
going to be?
I'll go first. Put me in, coach. No.
Right, so you step in, you look up, as you're sort of looking at the top, you see a figure in sort of like a cloak, sort of like a I don't know, for lack of a better way to describe it at the moment. So they look like an assassin as they climb up and out of the top hatch, and they look down at you, straight down at you,
Mhm.
Valor,
Mhm.
and chunk, close the hatch.
There's an assassin. That look like any mage I've ever seen before. Very
No,
vaguely.
no mage that you've ever seen before. A very atypical assassin with like the mask and the hood
What
and
is
the cloak coming, the dark cloak coming down.
She's gonna relay that. Some guy in a cloak went up, closed the hatch. We saw each other. We made eye contact. We had a moment. It didn't go anywhere. But he's up there. He's just up in the hatch. Is that leading to like the next floor up? Or do I not
That,
really
as
know
far as
that?
you can tell, just goes all the way up. We're not talking like 10 feet or 20. We're talking like 100-foot ladder. It goes from here to the top.
Oh.
If that was not clear prior.
We gotta get to the something.
So currently, your current choices are chase that assassin-looking guy up the ladder,
Uh-huh.
or use one of the portals.
I think we should use a portal to teleport our way up to the top because it's gonna be a lot faster.
That would involve knowing how.
I would hope Valor knows how to use a teleportation portal.
I believe
I
you would know
mean-
how, yeah.
Okay.
If you're suggesting it, I think you do.
Yeah, I would hope so. Listen, sometimes I speak for Valor, and Valor's like, "What the heck are you talking about? I can't do that."
That's fair. That is totally fair. Yeah. So you basically pick the one going to the highest number floor, probably.
Yeah. Number go up, and we go up with it.
So you guys sort of all stand. You sort of instruct everybody to stand around the little teleporter thingy, and so on, right? I would
Yeah.
presume.
Yeah, we go through the whole spiel together.
Mm.
All right. Keep your arms and legs inside the teleportation ring at all times.
For the love, don't reach
I
out. Anything not inside.
If you're
Oh.
holding hands with someone, you might merge. That's probably not true, but it's a funny thought.
If your hand is outside the teleportation
I
hole,
I
you
have
will-
seen Stargate the movie. I know what happens when you're not fully within the circle.
Jesus.
whatever's not in the circle gets left behind. Let's
Mhm.
keep it in, folks.
Oh, they got great sound effects in that. I got briefly distracted. Anyway, you guys all surround the teleporter, and Valor, you activate the one flip switch mechanism sort of thing going on. Just ting.
Baby Bobby Boop, sucker.
It feels as if you're sort of like as normal being sent upward, right? Like like very rapidly being pulled along in whatever direction, right? In this case, upward. But it feels like you get pulled upward, you stop. This goes for all of you, and it feels like your vision sort of like starts to solidify of like what looks like a almost like a large, it's almost like a bedroom, and then all of a sudden you feel yourselves pulled up again. Give me a Constitution save, everyone.
I was just thinking, am I going to throw up?
Oh, perfectly average. I'm sure we're gonna stick with it.
And I was going to hit charisma.
You pretended
Am I
you
the only
didn't
one? Am I
vomit.
the only one who's gonna throw up here?
Oh,
That's so embarrassing.
that'd be funny.
You find yourselves thrust to the top of a what looks like a stairwell in a large circular room lined with books. At least those of you who aren't vomiting are seeing that. Which is Valor. Valor, you find yourself vomiting upon the feet of a what looks like a dead animated set of animated armor, and you pull back like wipe away from your mouth, and you see numerous other corpses around and hear the sounds of battle around you. Everybody, roll initiative.
She's so embarrassed.
Oh no!
What in the world is going on here?
You guys are up here.
I can't find myself.
You're up here. You are there, Ton.
Oh.
Some of you are standing on top of corpses.
Oh, I love that. That's why I'm throwing up. It's not because of the teleportation. It's just all the dead
Oh
bodies
God,
is
a
a lot.
corpse!
It's a lot for like someone who's very sheltered.
See, now, I like being taller.
But yeah, click on yourselves, roll your initiatives. Technically, there was a fight already going on up here, but I'm just going to reroll everybody's initiative just to make life easier. Just to make my life easier, I'm going to turn this guy like a different color to differentiate. Also, can I have all of you give me a perception check to see what you saw beyond the round room and the books?
Nothing.
Finally, I did it. I'm so proud of myself. 420, blaze it.
Did you say perception?
Please.
In.
It's almost everyone. That 20 and that 18, circumstantially speaking, as in because of the circumstances, you see two assassin garbed folks at the opposite end of the room who appear to be behind this wizard lady. Who grumbles something to the effect of, as you guys teleport in. More reinforcements already.
Yep, that's us.
I know who sent us. Don't worry.
Oh dear.
We're here to help.
Yeah, she furrows her brow and is like, help. Ooh. Alright, this guy right here. He's going. No, I have so many sheets open, guys. It's gonna make.
He's got more sheets than a Bed Bath and Beyond.
They're out of business.
That's why it works.
I believe those are both hits. Those are pretty solid hits. Okay. 34 slashing damage on this guy right in front of him. All right. So you had said, "Yep, we're reinforcements," and she goes, and you said, "We're here to help," and she goes, "Help who?" Did you say anything?
The wizard lady?
Yeah.
You duh.
19 sees it. Valor, you see it. Everybody except sorry, everybody except Draeneel sees the two assassin guys behind her, which she does not appear to see. As one of them is sneaking up.
Look out! Yeah, well.
Hmm.
19. So it's I like that you're like, look out, like very quietly and sheepishly over the battle. Are you sure? Are you sure you are shouting look out?
Yeah, I
Because you
would.
don't sound sure.
Yes. I just don't know that yeah. Yes.
Let's see. I think she has shielding. You shout look out. So she is going to. Yeah, cast shields. As a reaction, catching the blade that would have definitely hit her. Which sets her AC to 21 until her turn. So there you go. Good shout.
Right.
Well done. This guy's gonna bonus action disengage, just glaring at the person who shouted, and he's gonna just duck over here behind this table. All right. Next up is this guy. It's gonna make 2 Dreadwreath Great Sword attacks against this thing. I think those both miss. I think somehow the Abjuration Scroll Guard has more armor class than this shield wielding plate mail wearing guy. That's funny. That's funny. It's not magical plate mail for you. Okay. I think that guy shouts, "Deal with the interlopers." And this guy, who looks very much like the guy you just fought downstairs, dashes up the stairs. He's going to take an attack of opportunity from the Necromancy Scroll Guard. Feels like there's enough going on that everyone's confused. Just one attack. Oh!
That'll hit.
Not complaining on that one.
Wait, who's attacking who?
That guy turned and ran up the stairs to attack Draeneel and got slashed in the back with a crit.
Okay, 'cause I was like, oh man, is that a crit against one of our own? I could portent that. I won't do that though.
That's 19 and then 6 necrotic damage. Something seems off with that. I'll have to look into that. once they've all had their turns. Okay. Ophir. She goes, and who, pray tell, do I owe for sending this aid?
Hmm.
I'm gonna go like this and point at Valor.
Strange. She is then going to turn and cast. Oh, that's weird. If I can find it. Toxic needles. Yep, that's 3 spell attacks, which for her is +9. Hitting the guy who unsuccessfully ducked behind something. So that's going to be... They all hit, so that's just a total of 94 poison damage. 94, and he is poisoned. And she is going to sort of meander this way. Right there. Valor, it's your turn. And looking around at all the corpses and stuff, you would wager that they sent, not obviously they sent a lot of people to come after her for some reason, but also that this is probably multiple battles over a duration.
Mm-hmm. This has been going on for a while. Did she... So the one assassin snuck up on her. Did it look like she noticed that there were more and that's why she moved? Or...
She definitely seemed to... Just general body language stuff, not personally knowing her or anything, you'd say she probably moved specifically because of the one that attacked her, and may or may not have realized the other one was there.
Alright, well, she's gonna, because she saw the other hidden ones, as she steps up, she's gonna call out that there's more back there, and then we're gonna thunder wave,
Heck yeah.
which is a 15-foot cube in front of me. I think we're
That's
done
fun.
with
You
it.
guys are about 15 feet up if you're doing it from the top row.
Absolutely. And it should go across these 3 squares, so I shouldn't hit my friends.
Doesn't look like it.
And we're just gonna blast this one guy down the stairs if possible.
Possible.
Let me...
That is a
con save. First level, DC 13 con save. That's so sad.
That's half on a success, though.
I believe so. Bum, bum, bum. It makes a really loud boom. Yeah, half damage is not pushed back, but anything that is not secured within the thunder wave area is just blasted.
I think, yeah,
I think
that
that's all
works. Not as well as hoped, but it worked.
you know, I made an entrance.
Indeed.
That's it.
For these guys. I seem to have forgotten to roll for these two guys. Well, they both would have already gone. So I think this guy probably would have turned around. They would have gone that way, attack these guys. Sorry, just trying to get it done real quick. My bad. Were you staying there after you do that, by the way?
Yeah, I don't want that opportunity attack on me right now.
Does hit the necromancer's roll. This guy. Okay. Sorry about that. And you're going to hang out right there, and then it's this assassin's turn, who's going to move up. And fulfill his duty. Doesn't have advantage, but misses anyways. Flash swing on in, which is a hit. Wait, hold on, I think. There's so many numbers going on, guys. I've done this to myself. Uh, 16. She'll probably just use her other another charge of shield, so that will not hit. Shield is cool. Ton.
So, surrounded by dead bodies.
Correct.
How far down, like, how do I put this? Okay. Instead of going through the group, if I jump down here, how far down is that?
If you just want to jump completely off the platform, it's about like 14, 15 feet up. Technically speaking, however, because you are asking and peering off the edge of a platform, there is like the top of the bookshelves, which are only like 5 feet down.
Well, where, forgive me, but where is she?
At the
one
moment,
where-
she is right here.
Okay. I mean, she's obviously been doing a good job protecting herself. However,
I mean, it looks like the assassins are a new development.
it looks like the assassins.
Are a new development.
Ah. Trying to figure out the fastest way to get to her. So I'm thinking of taking a running leap.
Mm-hmm.
So run and jump over to here, which would be what, I can't tell. That's like 20 feet right there, right?
Sorry, where did you start?
Right here.
That's about
Okay.
25 feet. But you can do that. You don't even have to make a check.
Okay. But I'm going to keep going.
Along the tops of the bookshelves.
Yeah.
She's just like, don't step on my books!
Try not to. So. Oops. 5, 10. Oh, this is so hard. So that would be my normal movement, and then I would want to dash.
You want to use your dash. Okay.
Uh-huh. which
Well,
would
you
give
have
me
40-foot movement, right?
yeah.
So if you did that, you could get to there.
Okay.
Alternatively, you could just, jump down and go between the bookshelves and get all the way to her.
I'll do that.
Cool. So we'll put you over there, next to her.
Okay.
That works. You are now at her back.
Yep.
She sort of looks, over her shoulder at you and then back at this. I picture the rogue like stabbing into the shield with their sword.
Mm.
Draeneel.
Alrighty. I like the jumping across onto the bookshelves idea. Parkour.
We break her bookshelf, she's gonna be mad.
I mean, could I? So I was here, run
That
and
will
jump.
provoke an attack of opportunity, but even if it
Oh
hits,
yeah,
you
yeah.
still can.
I can. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot this guy's here with all the X's and whatnot.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, I'm gonna swing my swords on this fine gentleman there. Actually,
Weapons down, weapons up. Go for it.
Wah-wah!
Hit and sorry, gotta double check. Miss. One hit, one miss.
All right.
Big old poke.
I stab at the yeah, and yeah, that'll be my turn for now.
Okay. Next up is Necromancy Scroll Guard, which I did not check fast enough. I think it's in here incorrectly. Give me 2 seconds. Okay. He's just taking slightly less damage than I thought because he's actually immune to the necrotic damage. That's it. Alright, but it's his turn. He's gonna smack at the guy in front of him. Hit miss. 17 total damage. Athos.
All right. So I will use my second and final shift of the day, and spend a point to enter my elemental attunement, and then I'm going to punch the crap out of this guy.
Oh, I don't know why this guy did not get a turn, but we'll just put him as dead last. Okay, punch him.
That's 25.
That will hit.
That's going to be 10. Let's go. Yeah, we'll keep with fire. Fire seems to be my element. Fire damage. And I am going to actually use my second and final strike of the giants as well. And we're using a stone strike. So it's an additional d6 of force damage. So 1 additional force damage. And he has to make a strength saving throw, DC 14, or get pushed 10 feet away from me. Hopefully down the stairs.
Boom. Nice.
I mean, he's on the ground and prone and hurts.
Well, that's only 5 feet away. It's a 10-foot push.
I mean,
I guess the falling is the main part I wanted. So
yeah. More I was looking at him like landing in someone else's space and trying to figure out how to
yeah.
align that. Either way, he ends up here and prone,
All right.
which is a good place to put him if you ask me.
Then I will move to here, just to occupy the stairs, and that is my action, bonus action, and 5 feet of my not not small amount of movement. That's my turn.
Yeah. Does the other Dreadforged militia, who is going to attack the Sea Scroll Guard. Wait, I lost it. That's why I didn't put the dragon guy in here. It's not open. That's unfortunate. Hit and miss and hit. But is immune to necrotic damage, so actually only takes 7 slashing. It's not bad. Okay. Dragon. How did you not get opened? I swear I opened you. Okay. So what is this next one? So he is 3. Okay. After that guy is this guy who's hitting the dragon, which sounds like a bad move in most situations, but that's what he's doing. He misses both attacks. A Draconic Spirit is going to... Fortunately, there's no positioning that works, so it's just going to bite the guy that attacked it. Should be 1, 2, 3. That's only 2, thank you. There we go. Only one of them hits, unfortunately. 13 damage. This guy. Oops. There we go. I fixed that. Then going to reposition for the flap up and over the guy. It's going to get an attack for opportunity against its movement here. And miss. And he's going to breathe. Poison in this big old cone here against these two guys. Gonna need to make a... Dexterity save. Failure success, taking 7 and 3. All right. At the top of the turn order, you hear Ophir's voice speak in Draconic. Do any of you speak Draconic?
I don't believe
God.
so.
I do.
Nope.
Why do I know?
Nice. She basically instructs the Scroll Guard of Abjuration to include the 4 of you in its protective aura.
Aw.
Really nice.
So, I don't know if you can see this. Let me make it so you can. This yellow circle.
Yeah, I see it.
As long as you're in that yellow circle, you will have a +1 to all your to your AC and all saving throws. So there you go.
Can you repeat that one more time? I'm gonna write that down.
While you are in the yellow aura, you will have a +1 to your AC and to all of your saving throws. It is then gonna smack twice. Hit miss for 18 slashing. Pretty good damage. All right. This guy's gonna smack at that guy. Not even remotely realizing it is completely immune to the critical necrotic damage he just dealt. So 6 damage to the right here. Nice. Dreadforged, malicious. These guys are making more. I was mistaken. They are making 2 greatsword attacks and 2 dreadlash attacks. We'll just, from this point on, change that. Only one of them hits the Abjuration Scroll Guard. 15. Alrighty. First assassin is going to attempt to stealth. I can find his sheet. He stumbles over books and things. He is not even remotely stealthed, but thinks he is. But double check that movement. That seemed like most of it. Yeah. He had to action dash to get to where he is. So he's here, crouched next to her, fully convinced he is invisible. They're not doing very good at their job, guys. Alright. This guy stands up from being prone. Looks upward and is going to, instead of... let me just double check how this works, because I forget everything. Come on now. Okay, that wouldn't even work anyway. So he's just going to... you see this guy stand up, and what looks like he'd be out of reach with his Warhammer proves to be incorrect, as the shadowy tendrils extend his reach significantly, it seems, and he's making some attacks against Atos, but I would say you do have partial cover. There's still little tiny baby cover, you know. This guy. So that's definitely a miss. That might be a hit, and that might be a miss.
That's a single hit. No, actually, the 21 is a hit.
Is that with a hit
So
accounting for
just-
the +2 cover?
Yes.
Okay, so
Oh,
2
what
hits.
about the aura?
Oh yeah, the +1 AC from the aura.
Oh, then the 21 is a miss. Also, I forgot to add that. My temp
Oh,
HP
your temp
from
HP. Yeah, so
shifting.
1 hit for 4 necrotic damage. Not bad, not bad.
Yeah.
This guy is gonna swing at the Abjuration Scroll Guard. Miss crit. So 8 necrotic damage. That's interesting. Oh god, I did make that mistake. Okay, it's her turn. So Ophir is going to shout to she goes, the two of you still on the platform. As if she's
Graniel
waiting
just points
for
at
acknowledgement.
himself.
Yes.
Stand alert.
They put a device at its center. Destroy it.
Understood.
Wait.
Thumbs up.
Destroy the device at its center, not the the whole portal, just to be clear. That's funny, though.
I'll put the bombs away.
Okay. Let's see. I think she's probably just going to do something very simple. She's got guys directly next to her, so attack rolls would be disadvantageous. That thing. Yeah, she's going to start with bonus action Misty Stab. And is going to end up... Wait, I lost her token. Where'd it go?
She's under a dead body. Last I
That's
saw
kind of
her.
funny.
She's, I'm gonna hide here.
Going to... Why is the thing not working? She's Misty Stepping. Is that 50 or is that 30 or 60 feet? I suddenly can't remember.
Misty Steps 30.
Thank you. So she's probably Misty Stepping over here where you had come from, Ton, up on top of a bookshelf. And then she's just gonna toss out a firebolt. At the injured one, and that's a miss, actually.
Is that total an 11?
That is total an 11, unfortunately.
Can I change her roll to a 14 with my reaction?
So it'd be 14 plus 9? You absolutely can.
Ooh.
We're gonna gain favor.
So that is going to be a hit for 13 total damage. Ton, you are now next to two assassins.
You spent so much to get there.
So glad I
Valor.
ran over to protect her and all.
Valor, if you would like to look towards the center,
Yes, I would. I'd like to.
it almost looks like somebody had like a fancy little circlet and they like locked it in place at the center column of the teleportation device. You have no idea what it does, but she told you to destroy it.
Oh, she did. See, that was my misunderstanding. I thought they were saying it.
Oh, no. No.
Trying to decide if I just throw stuff at it and see what works best, or make an Arcana check to see if I have any idea. But I guess I don't know what it is, so maybe I'll just hit it with some magic.
Okay.
Can I
Yes.
thunder wave it?
Sure.
I just really want to blast it as loud as possible, apparently. I don't know how the saves go for this one, but it'll do 13 thunder.
Let's double check.
There's the text if you want to look at it.
Well, it's currently like locked in place. I don't think it's going to go flying anywhere, unfortunately.
No. I figured because you said it was locked in place. I just kind
Yeah.
of wanted to blast it. And see how it went.
Yeah. You do damage to it. I will give you that, but it's hard to tell how much.
Yeah.
Because it's like a circlet with a bunch of little gemstones on it. Like one of them like starts to crack a little bit.
Okay. Well, that seemed to work. Maybe whacking it with something heavier might do a little bit more, but I guess we'll find out. I'm going to move myself this way, and that's it.
All right, this assassin right here just sees a tawn in its way. It's gonna step up and try and stab at you. $17 against tawn.
Ow.
Is that a hit?
Yeah.
8 slashing, 1 necrotic. And there's an ally within 5 feet. So 6 sneak attack. So that is 15 total damage to tawn. It is then tawn's turn.
I see. Well, there's only one thing to do.
The guy that hit you?
Yeah,
Unfortunately, that's a miss.
I figured. I'm not moving.
Hey, fair enough. Draeneel.
Alrighty. Well, let's see here. She wants us to get rid of this thingy in the middle, yeah?
Yeah.
Destroy
I
it.
mean, it's on the, like, octagonal thing. It's not the octagonal thing, if that makes sense.
Is it attached to the octagonal thing?
I will repeat. It is like a little circlet that somebody, like, latched onto it, and it's got little gems in it and stuff. It's
Do
very
I think I
clearly a
can-
separate thing.
I could pick it up and throw it.
It's like attached. It's been attached.
Okay, so I can't pick it up and throw it. That's what I'm clear. Like, there's different levels of attached. There's like, oh, I tied it with some twine, and then there's like, I welded that shit on there.
It's like a clamp, like somebody half
Okay.
closed a clamp kind of thing. What you trying to say over there?
I was gonna say I imagined it just like magically kind of stuck.
I mean, it probably is, but you also didn't technically try.
Oh no, I'm weak. I'm not trying
Totally
that.
fair.
I know my wheelhouse.
See, that's what I was debating between what to do. Try to pick it up and yeet that, or start shooting at it. I don't know.
I recommend smash.
You know what? Good idea. I will step right here, and then I will just try to kill it with my sword.
I love the idea of you two standing there, and he's like, this. He's like, can I pick it up? Is that going to work? And then Valor's just next to him, and you go, I recommend smash.
Mhm.
That's great. I love it.
All
It
right.
is an object. You hit.
Nice.
But, you know, it does have damage reduction and everything, so, okay. You scratched it.
And my second one.
Nice. 10. Okay. I mean, you're doing damage to it. But it doesn't
Alright.
look like it's gonna, break immediately. It's gonna take a few more hits.
I think this is what's happening now. Draenhill's got a one-track mind. Destroy this? Okay.
It's
Fair enough.
commendable to have goals.
Fair enough. Okay, and next up, after that, is Scroll Guard Necromancy. Just gonna toss out some attacks. Miss and crit. That seems to be happening a lot tonight, guys.
It's Christmas.
It's good damage. Athos.
It's time to make some. I was gonna say make some enemies, but I should say time to make some enemies like us even less. I'm gonna punch down on this guy.
I heard make less enemies.
I'm just gonna give him a
Listen.
big old like top of the head pop.
Noogie. Atomic.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 5 fire damage.
That'll hit, and it drops him. His the wreath around his body, like sort of standing in his space, looks like it's ready to strike at you.
All
know,
right.
You've seen this before.
Yeah. I will leap over this way. Actually, I'll run up top here and then jump down over this way.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to here and punch this guy with my bonus action. And I will use discipline point to make it a flurry of blows, so I can do it twice.
Nice.
Ooh.
Very nice.
So I will use my now final strike of the giants for the day as well. So we're going 13 fire damage and 1d4 thunder damage. And then he has to make a wisdom saving throw, or I'm invisible to it until the start of my next turn.
What was the save again?
DC 14 wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that's the assassin. Hold on, that's the wrong guy.
Oh, plus another d4 because that was a crit. So that's 5 thunder,
Fine.
not 3 thunder.
Wisdom. 15.
That's okay. It's like another punch in me. No more shenanigans, but another 6 fire.
He's looking pretty rough too. Oops, didn't mean to ping.
And that'll be my turn.
Yeah. Dreadforged militia guy over here. They keep only hitting the necromancy scroll guard with necrotic damage, which it is immune to. It's kind of funny. All right, the guy that you just hit is going to turn and book it for you. He's gonna do his attacks and miss both of them quite well, I might add. Alright. This Draconic Spirit is going to I will open the right stop block. And then it is going to go over here. Down these. It's gonna attack this guy. And miss all 3 of them against his shield and plate, and then turn and breathe on these guys. You need a dex save. Who needs a dex save? They both fail, taking poison damage. There we go. Alright, next up is the Abjuration Scroll Guard, who's going to smack at this guy again. Ba-da-ba-ba. Those both hit. 24 slashing damage. Oops, that's not him. This guy's gonna try and hit the dragon that keeps breathing fire on him. Actually hits it once. Does decent damage. Just gonna hit the abjuration guy. Da, da, da. That's the wrong order. Imagine I did it the other way. Only this one hits. 5 necrotic damage. The other assassin, still convinced that he is stealthed, thus certain that you cannot attack him, is going to turn and head towards her.
May I have an attack of opportunity? No, he's not close enough.
This guy right here. You could if you
Yeah.
wanted to.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you want. But then he'll know you can see him. So it's up to you.
Well,
Woofed over his head.
as bad as I missed, he didn't notice me.
I agree. Climbs up here. Despite what he thinks, he is not stealthy. And thus does not have advantage. Nor sneak attack. This guy should not be here. He's not skilled enough to be on this job, I think. Oh, that's the first time she's been hit.
Milady.
Even her shield would not get rid of that. What's up?
I just said milady.
Which, that is technically a weapon attack, so he's still gonna technically get, oh, he doesn't have sneak attack. Never mind. So he just does the 6 necrotic damage and is confused. Alright. This guy dips over. Unfortunately, you are not far enough away, so he gets to you and is going to be able to make his attacks. Which is... Ah, that's the wrong guy. I'm so sorry. Ignore that. That didn't happen. Where did you go? So many things are open.
These guys are much faster. We gotta kill them from farther away.
Yeah. I don't think he hits you, though. Especially not
No,
considering you.
not with the bonus.
And your shifter thing. You got enough bonuses. He does not hit you. Next up is this guy, who's gonna try and hit the duration guy. Miss both times. Comes over to Ophir. Oop, I'm so sorry, stream. That was my desktop. Enjoy the backgrounds. There she is. I believe. She's saving her this spell slot for that, which means this one's going to be, if I can remember, because I did not put it in here because I'm great like that. I have to find it. She's going to cast Plague Bear's Crown. Creating a halo of 10 toxic needles that orbit her head for the duration. Oops, I'm going to do that. Cancel. Bonus action is sends 2 of those needles at up to 2 targets within 120 feet. Range spell attack per needle, blah blah blah. All needles embedded in any creature. Yeah, so she's just got bonus action needles now. And
Where are they?
Despite-
Adapter?
despite the disadvantaged state, she's going to do at disadvantage against this guy right next to her. Stop checking. Explosive. Disadvantage. Well, that one hits. That one hits too. This guy takes 64 poison damage. And she's at 8 needles remain. Next up is Valor.
So I'm seeing this thing take damage, but it doesn't really seem like a lot, right?
Correct.
Can I use my action to make an Arcana check to see if I can discern maybe what might be, if there's anything that could damage it more, or if it's just a tough cookie?
Yeah, roll it.
Alright, don't let me down. It's 15. That's pretty okay.
It's magically reinforced. It's kind of an issue of no matter what you're hitting it with, it's going to take a little bit less damage than it should, but you're still going to be able to hurt it. It's not completely immune to damage. So
Gotcha.
unfortunately, without something that specifically damages objects, you don't know how you're going to be able to do extra damage to it.
Gotcha. Okay. Kind of what I thought, but I was like, just in case, I don't know, there's
That's fair.
something specific. I was like, I might as well check.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you probably know especially with that, you're going to know the normal stuff like it's immune to psychic and poison damage, that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well,
Yeah, that is unfortunately your action though.
yeah, I figured I was like, I can either do an action, I can either pop another, thunder wave, or it'll be a mind sliver. I'm like, I'm gonna get some info out of this
Mhm.
turn, and just tell Draenel, just keep hitting it.
It's
It's
working
gonna
a
for the
break.
fences.
It's
Keep
working a little bit.
Keep wailing. It's gonna take a while, but you're doing really great work.
Hmm.
Keep it up. That's my turn.
Fair enough. Da-da-da. Next up is the assassin. No sneak attack, but is still attacking Ton. I believe that's a miss. What about the 16? Is that a hit?
Well, unfortunately, I'm not in the dragon thingy.
Oh, the thing from the scroll guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just right on the edge. If I was, it would be a miss, but no, he hit me.
4 necrotic damage, and then it is your turn.
Well, he needs to go down now, or I will go down next time. Oh, come on.
Unfortunate.
It's not my day.
Alright, if that's it for you, we're over to Draeneel.
I had a plan, but then I looked at it and it read, when you hit a creature, and I'm like, well, I don't have a plan anymore. Different plan. All right,
Yeah.
I'm going to use my action surge so I can get an extra attack. And I'm going to just unleash a volley of short sword on this fine, outstanding piece of jewelry at my feet.
Sorry, what are you doing so you can get an extra attack?
Action surge.
Okay. I just missed it. Yes, alright. With that, it sort of like snaps at one end and just clatters to the ground.
That's right. Undefeated against jewelry.
Magically reinforced jewelry. That's tough.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you guys did a decent chunk of damage to it.
Well, I guess I have movement now too, huh?
Mm.
So that's done. I'm gonna go jump onto a shelf like I was wanting to now.
Fair enough.
Oh, I appreciate the impulse control.
Yeah.
I understand the urge.
All right. And then next turn, I will start doing other things. But that's my turn.
All right, Necromancy Scroll Guard is going to make its attacks. Da, 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 do, do, do. Is hit for 20 total damage. These guys are so tanky. Athos.
So, you know what? I'm gonna punch this chucklehead because I'm in a good spot for it. So get punched.
That guy? Oh, jeez. I just covered
This
him up.
guy.
Where'd you go? I think that hits. That hits.
For 8 fire damage.
Oh, and he collapses, leaving the echo behind in his space.
All right. Then I will I just want to take a really quick look at this class feature here. I will bonus action to Step of the Wind, which gives me dash as a bonus action. Then take my movement. And I'll leap on top of this.
Okay.
So that's action, bonus action, movement. And that guy can do his best to get over to me, but I think I've outsmarted him this time. That's my turn.
Alrighty. This guy is gonna smack the Necromancy Scroll Guard. And once again, only hit with necrotic damage, meaning it does nothing. This guy's gonna. Oh! He has to dash to get to you, so as he arrives. It's another one down. Alright, this guy is going to chop down. Okay. I mean, so to speak. This is the guy to the south. All of which hit. What a disappointing critical hit. 18, 20. And then breathe more poison on the two thugs. And they will fail, so Hydration Scroll Guard. And a couple hits left on the guy he's working on. Hit and miss. Well, the other way around, really. Ooh, that's the first time one of these guys has dropped. What does that do? He's trying to Dreadveil. Yeah, so much the same. Dreadveil, the Echoes left in its place. Alrighty. So it's one of those guys down. You're cutting them down, folks. This guy's gonna smack the dragon. Oopsie. And miss. Oops, I accidentally skipped that militiaman. That's the one that's coming right for the abjuration scroll guy, so miss, hit, miss, miss, crit. Okay, and then it's not a very good crit. Sad. Next is this assassin that is over here. And is, I think, into. Yeah, I think this is just kind of what he's been trying to do. He's going to disengage, and he's going to go over here, and he's going to attempt to hide poorly again. That's where he is. That's what he's doing. This guy is going to smack at the dragon. Those are both hits. For 11 damage. Alright. Just double check the thing here. Yeah, that is precisely what she's doing. At the start of her turn, she is going to cast a spell. Forcing a charisma save on the two assassins. The two... Actually, there's only 5 left, so it's going to be all of them. So they all need to make a charisma save. Which is a DC 17. That is a failure. Failures. One, two, three, four, five. They all fail. with a few arcane words and the very frustrated statement of "Get out of my tower," they all vanish, and that just leaves you guys with her. She sort of sighs deeply and slips, like, so she's sitting like on the edge of the bookshelf, and she looks at all of you and she goes, "Thank you for your help. Who the hell are you?" And to be clear, that does end the fight. They are gone and they are not coming back. For more details, call your friendly neighborhood wizard.
Cool. That's exactly what we're doing.
Well,
Myself. Oh, it's a dragon. Maybe give him some birth. Birth? Birth? I think birth is the word I'm looking for.
Give him a wide berth, yeah.
Yeah.
Like BERTH.
Nah, he's giving birth.
well,
What's the name
who
of
are
it?
you and why are you here?
Well, Valor will introduce herself. Say, my name is Valor of Valen, and I was sent to. What's the name of the town she was sent to again?
Oh, that town. Evenfall. There it is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sent to Evenfall.
There was a person there with a backstory that explained everything for us to be here right now. One second, let me check my quest log.
Hold on, let me check my notes. But yeah, from Valen sent to Librarians Evenfall.
Yes.
Sent to Evenfall to investigate some strange ongoings. And have seen the strange ongoings and details all the fun stuff they've seen, which sounds super familiar after this fight to her, I'm sure. And that they're coming to her for her assistance, aid.
Almost as if
And,
disregarding everything that you've said,
Oh.
she goes, "When they first showed up, there was another one of them, extremely quick, much faster than the rest. Came in, took something from one of my shelves and vanished, and then they attacked. I'm trying to figure out what it took."
I mean, it's probably good to know that way. You can file in the report with the constable.
What help precisely do you need from me?
Didn't we
So,
come here
to be
for a
clear-
ride?
To be clear, when you said you were noting all of the happenings, did that include the disc thing?
Oh, yeah, just everything she saw.
So, so we'll sort of loop it around, just be like, you kind of describe all the monsters, the attacks and stuff, and then you loop back around and talk about the disc. And she goes, "Yes, that does sound interesting." And you, looking looking at Draeniel, you said something about a ride. Where do you want to go?
I forgot that part. Where are we going next? It was a
Bit of
matter of
snicker
debate.
from the dragon.
Oh, at this point, I am also going to sit down atop the shelf.
Okay.
Also, Valor, another history check from you specifically.
Oh, wait. I'm history. Makes me sound like I don't know nothing. I'm stupid. I got
You have
nothing.
absolutely no idea.
Listen, she's a little frazzled after this.
I also know nothing.
Well, to be fair, it's backstory stuff for her technically, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway,
We need to go get the group that was going to
Yeah, we
guard
needed
the disc.
a teleportation to the farthest
Yes.
option to help with this.
you want me to teleport you to the Song of Fools, their nearest encampment? Then
Could you talk up just a little bit? You're hard to hear.
you want us? You want me to teleport you to the nearest encampment of the Song of Fools? Then their nearest encampment.
That would be very appreciated if you could.
I've never been there myself, but I'm sure I could get you close. If you reach the dried sea, you've gone too far. You hear a thump and turn to see the two scroll guys, like, piling the corpses. Just, like, over here.
Delicious.
But yes, I believe I can accommodate such a thing. And perhaps even give you the means to find your way back if you'd like.
I won't say no.
I mean, we expected a one-way ticket, but a way back, a round trip, I'm all for it.
Absolutely.
Draenil stops and jumps off the shelf and starts helping with the bodies at that point.
Let's see. Just double checking something. It won't be as simple as a teleportation back. More like a compass. Will always point you to my tower. Especially if I feel the need to move it after this event.
Not the worst idea.
Don't understand. Of all the things they could have taken, why this? She's like staring at an empty spot on a shelf.
Tell you what, if we find it, you'll be the first one to know. Whatever it is.
Do you know what might be missing so we can keep an eye on it or eye out for it?
It is a text by an unknown author titled The Plains and How to Bound Them.
I could think of a few reasons why they might want that, actually.
What purpose would they have for this particular iteration of the text? However, many new variations have come out with updated and streamlined guides, but this one, it's older than all of us here combined.
Maybe they've got old magic.
Looking at the dragon. Strange.
Old
I
rituals
imagine
need
that's
the
why they
respect.
won't be coming back after that banishment too. They seem to have found a way to bind themselves to somewhere else. And I made sure to send them back. In any case, keep an eye out for the text as best you can. As you've stated, you'd like me to go look at this disc. Hold on, how did you get here? As if she's been distracted the whole time. Like, wait, hold on.
Mostly walked.
Draenil points at the amulet, and while he's like carrying a corpse, this is how we got here.
Anna, of course. Kind soul. Foolish, really. And I suppose such aid would only have been lent to you if the town was in quite a bit of danger. Yes, I can investigate the disc, see what I can find. I can send you close to where you want to go. Much closer than we are now, at least.
I'll be honest, the less walking, the better. So that's great. Perfect.
She heads over to her desk over here, and she pulls something out. She goes, "This will guide you back to my tower." And it looks just like a series of crystals that's like, like a sort of pointy crystal here, pointy crystal here, pointy crystal on either side. And she goes, it will function as a compass, effectively. I can place the instructions in your mind so that you never forget, if you'd like.
Sure. Sounds great.
All right. She'll step over to Valor, hand you this collection of crystals, which hopefully by the time we play again next, I'll have the description here. I seem to have misplaced it. But I have a description for it. It's a crystal compass, basically, except imagine the pointy bits are floating instead of flat on a surface. Yeah, she begins an incantation saying, "Open your mind."
My mind is open.
All right. So, in short, you will never forget how to use this object, but in doing so, she gains a full overview of your entire personal history.
Oh, she's fine with that.
Okay,
Listen,
fair enough.
She was raised in a way where her business is everyone else's business.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Why don't you give me a wisdom save?
Sheltered
She
AF.
assumed everyone already knew to begin with.
She's like, of course you know who I am. My parents are like kind of royalty adjacent. This is the first time I've ever got my hands dirty.
Yeah, go ahead and do a wisdom save. See
Oh.
if it works both ways. But that's gonna have to be pretty dang high. That's pretty good.
That's not bad.
And she sort of leans back and she goes, and this is the clue into what happened. She goes, and perhaps if you do this, my portal will be open to you next time. You do get a little bit of information, sort of just more little tidbits reminding you of what you already knew about her. So as she turns to walk away, you sort of look at the dragon and you're confused. Mostly because of the whole bit about her being from a clan known for dragon slaying.
Uh-huh.
She's here working with a dragon, friends with a dragon. It's a little weird.
Look at the dragon saying Draconics, how'd you two meet?
I think in Draconic, the dragon would respond, "In death."
Alright, fair enough.
And she goes, she slides the drawer shut that she had opened to get it, and she goes, "Please stand on the teleportation pad. I will bring you to your destination."
Up we go. As they
Here
gently
we
look
go.
at the dragon and be like,
It's
dragon's
not gonna
weird.
nauseate me again, is it?
We all did really good last time. This is why they didn't send her through the. Can you imagine long distance
Yeah, but I'm at
teleportation?
4 hit points right now.
You're doing great.
No, that nausea, I imagine, was caused likely by the magical device they had placed there. It was pulling any teleportation that would go away from 100 feet of it or so to it. That is why I could not get rid of them, and that is why I could not leave. Quite inventive, really, but it is using my own equipment against me, and I'm not happy about that. In any case, only some of you stand upon the path.
Get up here, you're embarrassing me.
And here, if we are to be working together, she hands you guys just like a satchel.
Oh.
It holds more than it looks. Reach inside for aid when you're in need of healing. Just hands. I imagine just probably Draeniel, because she'd already handed Valor something, so she just hands it to Draeniel.
Yay, I get a compass and a magic necklace. This is my lucky adventure.
Oh, you were given the bag of holding with healing stuff in it. Valor has the compass.
Oh, I mixed it up. Shh, don't make fun of my peach and spare me.
It's fine. Yeah. The teleportation starts to go. Your vision shifts. You find yourselves pulled, much like before, but this time it's in a single, consistent direction, longer than it had been previously. But after a moment, you guys find yourselves out in the hot, baking sun, about 2 feet off the ground. You look below you and see a wide area of dried sand, and you plop down. With a quick look up, I think all of you quite quickly realize you are in the dried sea. And as you see numerous skeletons inside the different wrecked ships around you start to pull themselves together and peek out toward you. That is where we're going to end for today. Next time we can see what that's all about.
Bunch of creeps.
Heck yeah.
Clearly.
There you go, folks. That is a heck of a place to be.
Mm-hmm.
So
We're about to
dry.
find out the hard way.
Well, she said if you hit the dried sea, you've gone too far.
Well, she gone too far. She did this. How dare she?
I mean, to be fair, she said she'd never been there. And also, I know because it's been a while, it's probably not remembered. You guys had known it was where your current destination is only a couple days away from the dried sea anyways, so not too far off. More than you'd want, though, especially when you're heavily injured. So I imagine if you wanted, you guys could be like, let's go hide in the ship and not fight skeletons, and then we'll pick up next time.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you guys head to a little shipwreck. And you know what? Just for the sake of timing it right, let's call it, you guys rest in that ship, keeping a weary eye out on the skeletons. And when we come back next time, you'll be level 4. So let's wrap up.
Levels.
Alright guys, I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic evening. Thanks for coming. And hopefully we'll be back tomorrow, next week. Have a great evening all, and yeah. As always, great gaming.
Good night.
Bye.